Hey, you guys, welcome to the show where we take it one step at a time. I'm your host, Miss Darrica J, to lead the way, and this is Girl Talk Story Time. Y'all, I'm not even that excited to do it, and it's not that I'm not excited to do it. It is what Ari Lennox say on that live. If you are from my job label, get out. It's about to get disgusting. It's about to get nasty. But I was inspired to do this. This is an inspired action, a form of healing for myself. And, I feel like we all have to share parts of our stories to help other people. Um, what I have experienced in my life is I feel like, when your elders don't share certain things with you as a youth, you will 9 times out of 10 fall in that same pit if nobody tells you that, hey, there's a pit there. And not only like just share that, oh, that's going to be bad, just share the story with us. So that's what I'm here to do. This is something that Source really wanted me to do and has called me to do. So let's get into it. So right now I'm going to be vulnerable and tell y'all about my 2020 pandemic relationship. Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I know. I know. I'm not adding any edits. I have enough of my own, okay? Um so yeah. Source, I don't know what you really want me to say or how you want me to start, but you're going to have to be a part of this right now. Look, let me tell y'all, baby, God is always with me, always and around. I don't got to go nowhere special. I'm just like, what you want me to say? So let me start by saying this is not no, oh, no, it is some, let me just start. So 2020, I got in a relationship at the end of 2020, and the relationship went very quickly. It transpired very quickly. And I didn't know that so many girls went through a pandemic relationship, and most of us got out alive. Thank you, God. Sorry, I'm still having my coffee. If you yeah, this is the time to go ahead. Oh, sorry. Ooh, to go ahead get you something to drink. I lit my little candle. I got the smell goods working. You know, it's Friday. Happy Friday, ladies. Love day. Yeah. hmm First, let me just set the intentions. Okay. One, this is not to put anyone on blast. I'm not saying this with any disdain in my heart towards this person. I've made my mistakes in a relationship. That person has made their mistakes in a relationship. I'm not here to bully anybody. That's kill it. Okay, I'm not doing it. And of course, I'm not looking for no pity party either. I don't need nobody. Girl, we good. The thing is, I have been carrying a lot of pain and just a lot of things with me that I no longer want to hold on to. So I'm releasing it. Not to release the anger onto you, the viewer, but to release it to God, to release it to the universe and say, I've done all I can with that. And I've allowed that pain and the resentment, even when I felt like I was letting it go, I really wasn't letting it go. I've allowed how that relationship has affected me to affect my mind, to affect my heart, and how I love myself and others around me. And I no longer want to be locked up in that cage. I cannot afford it anymore. Like my mental, my heart cannot afford it anymore. And though I have done great things out of that relationship, um, there's more. with my name on it. And this is my, and I'm getting hot. Wow, okay. Okay. Getting hot. Okay, that's what I'm supposed to do because I'm boiling. Um, I'm over here looking through this window like, open, crack the window, please. B Simone, if you ever watch this, girl, just know we gonna meet. We gonna work together, okay? Period. Um, so yeah, this is just my story. I can't say that, oh, I want to be a life coach. I want to help people. And I don't want to be vulnerable with my story and where I'm coming from and where I'm building. Yeah, yeah. Listen. Don't want to say too much. So those are my intentions. And one, I know a lot of young women go through the same things, very similar stories, and if not worse, if not nothing at all. But there are a lot of young women who find them find themselves in relationships like this. So yeah, let's just let it out, baby. This is a safe space. Okay. 2020, I got in a relationship. 2020, of course, we all know was the pandemic. I experienced a lot of, so let me give you the precursor. I experienced a lot of anger. I had to come face to face, just like many of us, with all of our feelings and our emotions and things like that. We were left alone. We were left alone in our own minds, and we had to stay still. And I'm someone, y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Big Sage, baby. I'm the life of the party. I like to make people laugh, smile, whatever. But oftentimes I find myself ignoring how I feel because let's just laugh, keep it moving. But I realized there was so many things that I was like angry about, angry about. Oftentimes I don't really come out and say, oh, this is hurting my feelings or whatever. I just, y'all, I gotta stop crying on this damn channel. Jesus. It's just the signs and synchronicities be there. They are there. Like, I've never seen those little small butterflies, those little white ones fly this high. And it was two flying past my window. Anyway, so I was very angry, and I'm still dealing with some of that anger. Um, I'm doing a lot better though, obviously. Maybe not obviously, but I could be doing my best. I'll say that. And 2020 kind of like, yeah. Anyway, so remember when I said I wasn't all good, and I wasn't. So 2020, I got in a relationship with this guy, right? And actually went to school with him, one of my schools. I didn't really know him back then. Apparently, he can't. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I have to understand. I'm not going to be telling y'all all of my business, okay? Because I did some. I would never want you to do that, girl. But this is girl talk, so we're gonna get into it. So I get into this relationship, but I'm talking to someone first. I'm talking to someone at the top of the pandemic, okay? And I'm just like, that's what I'm going to do. But I was talking to that guy for a little bit or whatever. Let me tell you, younger me, younger 20, I don't know what, she didn't really know her worth. Let me just say that. She knew who she was, but she just did not know how to live in it. Okay? And that comes from a deeper place. That comes from a deeper place. So it's not on anybody that I'm talking about in this video. So it really wasn't working with that person. I was just like, I want to be in a relationship. I want my name dropped. I want my eggs cracked. I want to be married. Okay, that's, if you know what I'm referencing when I say that, because I want to do like an Easter egg hunt. If you know in my videos, because I do talk in like pop culture and memes sometimes. So if you know where that reference is from, comment below. You might want a journal. You might want a journal. I might send you a journal on me. Okay. So and I feel like I was attracting nonchalant people because that's just what I was used to, whatever. But at this point, I'm like, I want something serious. I need to be done with that person. So I'm like, okay. So months later or whatever, this guy hit me up on Instagram, was like, yeah, let's kick it. Da, 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 da. I'm like, all right, cool. And when you have experienced like kind of like nonchalantness or someone who like doesn't really know what they want, and then you get someone who knows what they want, you go for that. Like you just jump. And but you're not really like, I wasn't really scoping the scene how I wanted to. But in hindsight, it was more so me just working an ego. You wanted to prove that, ooh, somebody can love me. I can be in a serious relationship and I can do this, I can do that. Because when I tell you, I hung out with somebody in June, with my ex in June. We wound up in a relationship in August. We moved in November. Did you hear me? I'm trying to tell you, I didn't say it was going to be a good story. It might be good enough for you to stay tuned, but like June, June, July, August. August in a relationship. September started working in the same place he's working. That I just told my cousin I would not be working there. But oh, we gonna move in together. Da, 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 da. Girl, why it was me, him, and his best friend. Okay, 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 okay. I didn't say. I know it sounds stupid. It sounds stupid, but that's what was going on. I had pandemic brain, and I needed to come face to face with all of the bullshit that I thought was okay. Now, let me tell you, no one around me said that it was going to be a good idea. It is not one person. But I'm the type of person that's like, I have to burn my own finger on the stove, babe. I was very hard headed then, and I like to learn the hard way. And like I said, I was dealing with a lot of anger and stress or whatever. Everything from underneath the surface was coming out emotionally, and I have not been a good steward of my emotions. Let's just say that. So we get into the relationship, and I did something that was not okay with this person. And me, I was very much still in a single mind. Let's be straightforward with this. When you are in a relationship and or you have been single for a long time, you move how you want to move. In a relationship with someone else, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. And at this time, my car had just broken down. So basically, I had picked up my best friend, who was male at the time. Um, um, and I'm just doing what I regularly did. Like I ain't had no job, so I'm just over here doing what I was doing. I had dance classes online, and then I had massage therapy. I was doing my thing. I Baby money was coming in, so I was having a pretty good time. It was good enough for what was going on. You know what I'm saying? And like, and I didn't have no car, and I was still getting around. So I don't know. One day I had my boyfriend's car. And I went and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go smoke and chill with my homeboy, whatever. Da 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 da. We gonna get some breakfast. Baby, it's the pandemic. I'm doing whatever. I be doing whatever I want. And I put my male best friend in my boyfriend's car, and that was not okay. Okay, especially for someone who has experienced what is it? I was about to say disharmony, but like infidelity in their past relationships is just not it. Um So yeah, I wasn't whatever. I wasn't in a relationship mindset. Okay. I just was not there. Um, but I often felt like this person was kind of controlling, but I felt like, okay, maybe I need the control. I don't know. Girl, I don't freaking know. So I remember we got in our first argument. And this first argument told me everything that I needed to know because when I tell you wilding, like we outside walking around. He has a car, but he's pissed. Okay, and it really stemmed from I had gotten uh, a little argument with. This is why I feel like I'm not being vulnerable enough, but I feel like what you want me to say? So listen. I when I tell you I was not in the state of mind to be in a relationship. I should have never been that. Okay, so I was out with my friends one night. We out drinking, we having a good time. But I had got in an argument with one of my guy friends. And literally, we get to his house, to their house or whatever. And he like, you can't come up to my house. I was like, nigga, I don't need your damn house. I ain't nobody homeless over here. I got a house. I got a home. And I will be going to it. Okay? And so but literally once we got there to their house, I'm like, call him up. I need to use the bathroom. Before I even get the words out, he's on the phone telling so and so. I tell Derek, I said, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I know we a little lit. It's cool, but I need to use the bathroom. So I told my boyfriend at that time, my ex now, at the time, I was like, I told him the story. I was like, yeah, but we already worked that out, whatever. And he just went macho man, like, no, I need to talk to him and I need to do. And I'm like, absolutely not. Don't embarrass yourself like that. Like, I understand, like, you want to talk, like, someone's disrespecting your woman, that needs to be addressed. But me making it a whole, if you see him when you see him, you do that on your own. I'm not about to, oh, yeah, so my boyfriend wants to talk to you. Like, and who is this nigga? Like, when I think about it, I just be like, why would you want to embarrass yourself like that? That's crazy. Crazy work. But Lord, only if I knew. So yes. So we had a whole to the baby. He was pissed. And I was just like, I don't get it. I will say in this relationship, I very much experienced spiritual warfare. And I think that's just because like I felt like that relationship was a like this person was a physical manifestation of all of my insecurities. Every single one. It was imagine be living in a space like that. And it's like, wow, this is crazy. I'm trying to like shorten this up a little bit. I don't really know how. So we get in a relationship and it just seems like nothing is right. Like, baby, we was talking about therapy in the first 6 months. Before 6 months. Therapy. Couples therapy. Baby, I listen, if you talking about therapy in a relationship before 6 months, get out of the relationship. You don't need to be in it. It's just not that damn deep. First off, I ain't gotta be here. We ain't married. Be fucking for real. Excuse me. Excuse my language. But be for real. And I was just so pressed. Now my thing was I wanted to make it work. Everyone said no, don't do it. No, don't do it. Oh my goodness, like not because you can't, but because it's just not a good idea. And I can admit that I went into that relationship trying to prove something. Now, we're about to get into the part of the story where it's like, hmm. Now, I am easygoing, fun, loving, all of these things. But when you push me, You want to see another side. Because I don't mind going to that side. I really don't. You know what they say about, and this is not, let me be clear. When I mention zodiac signs and all that stuff, it's like I understand the true meaning. I understand. So I have to be careful when I say or speak about certain things because people are like, yeah, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. And it's like, baby, there's a whole chart and you're supposed to be Jesus out here. So if you come through just acting like Matthew, just acting like Paul, just acting like Judas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to master all of these things, and all of these disciplines are inside of you. So, yeah. So, when I say I'm a Sagittarius, and like, don't take me too seriously, okay? Um, but yeah, you know what they say about Sagittarius? We crash out for fun, baby. We crash out for the plot. So, give me a real reason, and it's gonna be something, okay? So, like I said, we live together now. We work together at the same place. His best friend lived there. I ain't even going to tell you that situation because that's none of my business. Okay, that the whole situation because it's layers. This is a layer cake right here. So so we together all the time. Now, mind you, he a baby daddy too. I know. Ah! And technically, I don't mind it. I don't mind. I like dads. I don't know, man. I don't know why. Okay, I had to sit up. Okay, so when was this? I feel like we moved in and something happened. Something happened. So he's mad about me having my best friend in the house and then or the car and the fight that happened. So now it's just like really I feel like he was finding ways to be upset about certain things so he could get his way with certain things and eventually he got it, unfortunately. So his whole thing was like we need trust and you keep doing this, so he wanted to be in an open relationship. I mean, he wanted Yo, why is it so funny saying it like this? Like, you see how dumb this sounds? But this is okay. So what happened before that? We we got in an altercation. Okay, we got in an altercation. That's what I'm really about to say. We got in about 4 altercations in the span of our whole relationship. Okay, and when I say like I'm not perfect, I'm not perfect. If it even feel like you about to put your hands on me, I'm going to put my hands on you. I'm going to. I'm going to. Like, I'm raised by real men. I know how real men move. Don't ever like there is some all I remember is this man was trying to get through the door, but he was like it was like he was trying to get through the door, but I felt like I was there in the door. So you try and knock me or push me out the way. Now it could have been he was just trying to get out the way and I wasn't going for it. But I swear, I'm truly a lover. I don't really be playing that like I don't be out here like, oh yeah, I can fight any man. I don't do that. But if I feel like I don't certain niggas be bringing that shit out of me. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like my man now, I try to baby, I base just a little bit and I say, ooh. Ooh. Ooh, no thanks. He ain't even had to do too much. I say, ooh, no, no, no. That ain't the one. Just sit on back. And it wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't nothing crazy, but it was enough for my spirit to be like, now why would you do that? Like, you right, you right, you right. So I don't even know where I'm at. But basically, I don't need to say detail for detail, but like we got in there was one big thing that really happened, and this was after like the second little tussle. Okay, and that's when the breakup really should have transpired, but my name was on that lease. It doesn't even matter. I put my name on things in this relationship. I worked on trying to prove I was still good, or like I wanted the relationship, and I went to drastic measures to basically apologize to this person, and it just was all for nothing because I wound up leaving anyway after a really big fight. Um, and it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It got down to points where now when I speak on spiritual, and I'm telling this part because I don't want any other young woman to go through this. Okay? Y'all know it's coming. Um, and I really experienced spiritual warfare. Like this person just carried dark energy with them, and it wasn't a dark energy like integrated with the light. It was just like so much hatred. And I remember asking, now when I tell you spiritual warfare, as in I had dreams before I moved in with this guy. Like I remember my pop and my two uncles, no, both my grandfathers and my uncle came to me in a dream. One of it was like a future child, and him and one of his baby mothers was in my dream. um Plus the people in living form telling me not to move in with this guy. I had friend Man, it was rough. It was fucking rough, but I'm so grateful that I went through it because it really showed me how strong I really am. Excuse me, I got a lot going on in my digestive system right now. um but yeah, I was teaching dance, all these things. I was teaching dance, doing massage therapy, studying or whatever, and that relationship sucked me away from everything that I was in love with at the time. And yeah, by the end of the relationship, it was so much distrust. It was so much fighting, and just like some days, it like you don't know what move to make because you don't know what this person, how this person is going to react, how they going to feel about something. It just, I don't know. And especially when you feel like you got to sneak around and do stuff that is very normal. Like, I don't know. It just, uh, it was horrible. And I'm not saying it like I was the best to him. I was good. I was decent, but I wasn't the best to him either. But there was a lot of stuff that from the beginning, it, I would always say, pay attention to the red flags. Never ignore the red flags. Never go past your boundaries. Okay. So I'm just going to go to the end of the relationship. Now, by this point, we had already moved into a different apartment or townhouse or whatever. We moved out of the other one. We still working at the same place together. We work in different shifts now. It was a lot of changes and stuff. And yeah, so damn, y'all my besties now. Y'all my besties now with this one, okay? Thank you, God, for allowing me to heal from this because this is mad uncomfortable and I'm just so sad. So one of the last argument that we got in, this is like imagine you going to your best friend house, you talking to her, and it's like she's scared to let you leave the house to go back home to the place where you live with your man because you don't know if you're going to see your best friend ever again. Like this relationship really made me feel like it's either jail or dead. Okay, jail or dead. Speaking of the dark energy that was just lingering on this person, I literally asked him, I was like, when you met, it's just like this dark energy. And I will never forget how he almost like he claimed it and was like, yeah, it's just something to come over me. Like Don't get it fucking twisted. Y'all see a lot of women out here doing hoodoo, doing, working with crystals, doing their spells or whatever. These niggas is on y'all hit. They under radar. You think these niggas not doing what they say they doing? All that real dark shit that y'all think all these women doing, it's the men. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. So one day, so remember the person who I said I was talking to before this relationship? This person is just so cool to the boyfriend at the time. And he still thought I was like messing with him or whatever the case is. Now, mind you, this person, we actually built a friendship. Never in a real relationship. We talked, but whatever. Okay. But something happened in a relationship with me and my boyfriend, and I ran to that person because I felt safe with that person. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. But nothing I should have left my boyfriend at the time at that point. Meaning, I don't know how I'm saying this. Hopefully y'all getting it. I'm just so nervous right now. But yeah, so my boyfriend at the time thought that I was still talking to this person or whatever. I don't even know what happened that night that really ticked him off. I remember sitting on the bed. It's a I'm sitting on the bed, face my side. It's a desk in the corner. He's sitting at the desk, and I'm just still faced the same way. And basically, he pulls out a gun, and he's like, "Come on, we leaving." I'm like, "Where are we going? Where are we going?" Now you gotta understand, like, this is what I mean by spiritual warfare, baby. In the spirit, I was like, "Nigga, you can't kill me. Be for real. You think you got the authority to kill me? Think about that. You will literally die as soon as please be fucking for real." Like, I just immediately was like, I know this nigga did not just grab that gun and think I'm gonna move. Shit. And I don't make light of this. I when I say I got God up in me, I don't play that. I see things, I hear things, I know things, certain things I gotta go through to just sense it, I guess. But he pulled out, I hear the drawer. Now, mind you, I don't see him. I hear the drawer, I hear him pick it up, I hear him do whatever, and he like, "Come on, let's go." I was like, "Where we going?" Because I hate the way he drive when I used to hate how he drove when he's angry. It's like it's not even giving speed demon. It's just giving irresponsible. So he like, "Come on, we leaving." I'm like, "Where are we going?" He like, "Come on, we leaving." I'm like, "I'm not going nowhere with you unless you tell me where we going. You want to show me where this nigga live." That's what he say to me. I'm like, I'm like, "What?" It's dumb. Like he's just like crashing out, and it's not funny, but hindsight it is to me. Um, because I'm just like, one, you got an illegal gun. That man got his HQLs. So you go over there where his people live and you get shot. He ain't going to jail because you went to his house to get shot. And you think I'm gonna be the yeah, women always get no, 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 no. No, you won't. And I never even told that person that, like, never even told that person, like, yeah, got a gun put on me to see where your house is. Like, and I wasn't even talking to the person at the time. So it's like, you doing a whole bunch of nothing. And he sat back down in that chair and was like, I can tell you're not even scared. You ain't even scared of me. It was like, why do you want me to be scared of you? It's like, oh no, bitch, I'm scared. I am shook, actually. But it's the power of God in me that just knows, like, nigga, you don't have that fucking authority, you bitch ass nigga. You don't have no fucking authority over this. Like, why the fuck would you think you gonna pull out a gun on me? Be for real. And I understand this is the confidence that comes past my own ability. Because, baby, he could have easily dragged me down the steps. But one thing about it, I think he thought, I think a lot of people think, oh, well, she act a certain way. No, I will knock you loose, bitch. Don't play with me. Like, I'm okay with getting hurt as long as I hurt you more. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. So, yeah. And then even after that, I stayed. I know, crazy as shit. Then we got another fight. Baby, my neck was fucked up. He done dropped me on my motherfucking head. And then I damn near blinded his eye again. One of his eyes was already fucked up. And it almost went down. And I swear, like, after that, he really thought, like, oh, yeah, we just gonna keep it going. I'm like, I am leaving. This shit is fucking crazy. This shit is draining the fuck out of me. When I tell you I look sick, I was dyeing my hair. Baby, that's why when y'all girls dye y'all hair pink, now I ain't talking about no salon. I'm talking about a hot pink. When you go, I can already tell something going on. I can already tell something going on in your life when you get that shit hot pink. It's either really good or it's really bad. But yeah, I left. I left that relationship, went to my best friend's house for a little bit. Left that, came to my parents' house, and yeah, I went through a lot of mental warfare, spiritual warfare, a lot of financial things as well. And it was just a lot. I took very drastic measures in order to prove to this person that I love them or whatever. And it was all for fucking nothing, you know? Um, I used to hear people talking about me. Like, when I tell you I can hear and see things, God exposed like, these people are talking about you, and this is who's going to expose it. And it happened exactly like that. When I tell you I'm not fucking playing, God said, these people are talking about you in your lowest times right now. And I want you to be aware. It's not for you to do anything. It's not for you to act in a certain way. But just know, and every time I went back around these people, it felt so weird. There's only one person who was straight up and who was honest with me. One. One. And that was the one person who God said that's going to be the person who's going to expose what was said. And of course, people are never going to tell you exactly how they say it, right? When they talking behind your back, they never really going to say it like that. But they going to tell you, yeah, we was talking, da, da, da. Like, okay, I thank you for that. And I just say this to let it go. I don't harbor any more frustration with that person because they dealing with enough on their own. It's clear that we can create our own heaven or hell in this world and in this place. And because of all of the things that happen, the just mental abuse is so crazy. Emotional abuse is so crazy. It's one of the wildest things I will ever have experienced, and I will never wish that on anyone, because it's like you don't know who you are after that. How I don't It took me 2 years to come back to myself. 2 years, and still working on it. But now, not because I'm going back to myself, but because I'm rebuilding a whole different version of myself. When I tell you, most people did not know what I was going through. My best friends knew. And even one of my closest best friends, the one the one who mom bought me this, we weren't talking in that time. There's a whole bunch of challenges that happened. And I'm just so very grateful that I got out of it. A lot of my friends have spent years. That was in the span of a year and a half, maybe. Um, I know friends who spent 5, 7 years, 3 years in relationships like that. And what I'm here to say is leave, leave, leave. I don't give a fuck if you have a kid. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you need to go to your friend's house, sleep on a couch. I don't care. Nobody deserves that treatment. And for a man, let me tell you, women, women who don't know, women, young girls out here who don't know who they are, don't have a good sense of femininity, divine femininity, don't know how to, because there's a lot of us in the world. I asked my mother one day, I was like, did your mother teach you what it was, what it was and what it meant to be a woman? Did she ever sit down with you? No. So how we all just having kids and we don't even know the we don't even know. We don't even know what we're doing out here. Y'all better be careful. Y'all young men, be careful with these women, because these women will ruin your life. Okay? You get a toxic woman will bring down an empire. What you think, your life is that solid? No. Women are very powerful. You better stop. Young woman, you good. God gave you a gift to bring out into the earth to expand, and you taking your time trying to prove to this that you are worth his time, that you are worth whatever, that you are worthy, that you are precious, that you better stop wasting your time. Don't let nobody treat you like trash. But everything starts with yourself and how you feel about yourself, how you present yourself, how you show up for yourself, how you think about yourself. When I say that man was a physical representation of every insecurity I ever had, and I had to face it physically, I mean it. That shit was crazy, but it was real, and it was my life at the moment. We let it out and we release it. And how did I overcome that hatred for this person? Because let me tell you, I hated that motherfucker. I hated him. And the idea, the what I had to sit with is like, just like I created my own hell and I decided to move forward and to do better, see better, be better, have and do better. That person has to take their own steps for that as well. Everybody is creating their own hell at this point. What I experienced with that man, he is experiencing 100 times worse in his own being, unless he decided to have a come to Jesus moment. Um, I say this for vulnerability. I say this for transparency, because there's probably some young woman out here thinking that you need to be in that relationship. You do not need to be in that relationship. You need to focus on the gifts that God gave you and to work in that. There's some young man who's probably going to see this thinking that it's going to be something, right? Or going to hear whoever play it in the background. Young man, you are so much more powerful, especially if you are black. If you are a melanated young man, you better understand your power. You need to start identifying with the identity of God versus with the identity that man gives you. You are so much greater. Stop being a victim to your circumstances. Stop being a victim to what people say that you should be, but you need to show up exactly who God called you to be, man or woman. I don't care who you are. Okay? Um, wow, this felt great. And if you guys must know, I'm in a healthy relationship now. And I'll be happy. I'm very happy, actually. So, and everything that I said in my heart, in my secret place, I got. So, yeah. I don't know what to tell you about that, but you know what? It all comes together in time. But I definitely had to work on myself first. I definitely had to work on myself, and it's still things that I'm working on. It's still things that he's working on, but ultimately, yeah, girl, I'm happy now. I don't know. I don't give a damn. It's like nah, but yeah, I'm here to release it and let it go. I hope you guys. I know I was all over the place. I'm still trying to figure out my genius of storytelling, but honestly, this was kind of nerve wracking to do. Um, so yeah, this made me feel good though, because I feel like now I'm living in a truth that like you lived it, and I'm forgiving myself, and I'm moving on, and I can show others how to move on. And it almost feels like I'm giving myself permission to live again, because the shame that I feel around or I felt around that relationship can no longer bound me once I put it out in the open. I'm telling my truth, and not you know, you're not getting every single detail. You're not getting I'm telling you the truth of the matter, that I wasn't perfect in it, that I didn't, you know, I wasn't always good to that person. But yeah, and that person wasn't always good to me. That was fine. So yeah, this was great. I'm gonna go finish on my website. Um, I have one-on-one coaching sessions coming up. I'm very excited because, man, I'm a big time encourager. I'm a big time cheerleader. I'm the bomb at what I do. I'm the bomb at what I do. I've seen plenty of people who I've talked to. They come to me for advice. They come to me for a word. I do give intuitive messages. I do connect with source before I go give you any type of response. Um, because sometimes you can get big headed in coaching and giving advice. Oh, they come to me, but they come to me because they know I have a specific connection to source. So, um, yeah, I've seen my work in people's lives, and I'm trying to tell you, it's phenomenal. And right now, I'm going to be the living proof of my own work. So I do have a website being built up right now. I'm doing the calendar so people can, once you come onto the website, then you will be able to set your appointment through there. I'm gonna do like an hour session, maybe a 2 hour session, but I want to do more like long term sessions, like maybe 3 week, 6 week, where I'm really working with people hands on. Like I want to be here to see your growth and then let you go. You have it from here. If you want to do one-on-one catch up sessions, then sure. But I'm very excited. Of course, I have the journals coming out as well. But yeah, please comment, like, share, subscribe, and to any girly who sees this, know that you are made in the image of God. There's no reason for you to suffer low confidence, low, just low frequency at all. You are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are amazing, you are divine. Okay? I don't care what you look like, who called you ugly, who say you don't got the hottest gear on. I don't give a damn. You are God's. Okay? I don't care what your family telling you, your surroundings telling you. You wake up, you look in that mirror, and you say, I am God. Okay? That was the best advice I've ever gotten in my whole life. Wake up, look in the mirror, and tell yourself, I am God. Because this is where God dwells. This is where God dwells. This is the temple. This is the temple. Why you think these are called temples? This is your temple. Treat yourself with the utmost respect. I don't care if you never get a date. I don't care if you better show up in the room and treat yourself with the utmost respect. Clothe yourself in dignity before you walk out the house. Okay? When I tell you I had a power that I let a young man drain from me. When you go outside and you walking in feminine energy, all these men are your men. All the men are your men. I remember one day after we broke up or whatever, I went to the gas station. This after we broke up. I'm back in. Ooh, you know when you let a go, I just blocked out my words. You know when you let that go, you start glowing up different. You start, yeah, I'm back in my power. Baby, I went to the gas station. I ain't even doing the, yeah, I got da 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 da. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't need no weed. I don't need no weed. All right, let me just pump your gas. Okay, thank you. Man in a Mercedes on the highway trying to stop me on the highway. Baby, we on 83. Let's not crash, okay? Hello, how are you? Don't let nobody drain you of your energy, okay? Don't let nobody drain you of your energy. You are beautiful. You are intelligent. You are divine. Okay? Now I gotta post this daggone video. All right, I love y'all. The information to where you can find my journals, Journals by Darrica J, will be below in the description box. Excuse me, I have 4 more coming out. And this website will be up let's say by Sunday. Let's say let's say by Sunday. I should have a lot of the kinks out today, but Sunday we should be up and rolling. So, thanks you guys. Bye.